unimaginable how much of efforts, minds, people will go into meticulous kind of a thing. It's not only now, but it's becoming much more serious and much more focused on all fronts to disrupt and disparage and destroy. It's called DDD. So first they will make sure that you don't have respect towards what you are doing, and then it will be, you will forget it and it will be destroyed. They don't want to revive anything, they don't want to copy anything, because once we become a market, everything will get into imported. That's one thing. And second, the depth with which the sciences go in India, even if we have to revive all the family basic traditions even the very core of the martial arts and defense, it has survived in Kerala in Kalaripattu. Nobody bothers about it. And it is such a wonderful system of self-defense. And if that art dies, then we are not going to revive it. Not only, if you take even if you, unless we speak in English, manaku kulavruttulu ante manaku oka rakamainatvanti kind of an agauram undi. But if you speak them in English, it will be wonderful. ఒక చర్మకారుడు చర్మం నుంచి చెప్పులు తయారు చేస్తాడు అని మన మాతృభాషలో మాట్లాడితే అది చాలా అవమానకరంగా ఉంటుంది. కానీ దాని మీద లెదర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ అంటే అది చాలా గొప్పగా ఉంటుంది. దట్స్ ఆల్ ద డిఫరెన్సెస్. దెర్ ఇస్ నో అదర్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఆఫ్ దట్. సో ఒక సమాజం నడవడానికి ఎన్ని రకాలైన ఇంజనీరింగ్ ట్రెడిషన్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, దే ఆర్ ఆల్ దేర్. ఐ మీన్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టెంపుల్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ అంటారు. ఇంతవరకు కూడా you could not create some of the temples. You don't know how to cut the stone with the laser precision what they have done before. ఇప్పుడు దానికి మనం హై సౌండింగ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్ వర్డ్స్ వాడితే అదేదో చాలా గొప్ప సైంటిఫిక్ గా అనిపిస్తుంది. కానీ వాడు తెలుగులో రాతిలోన నాతి దోచు అని వాడు ఒక తెలుగులో ఒక గొప్పగా చెప్తే మనకు అది అనిపించదు. బికాస్ we were all trained in a lens where we can appreciate things only from a particular angle. సో ఎంత విజ్ఞానము ఒక్క పార్ట్ అనే కాదు, ఒక ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అనే కాదు, వన్ స్టేట్ అనే కాదు, ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ ద హోల్ కంట్రీ, ఎన్ని చోట్ల ఎన్ని రకాలైనటువంటి కళలు అవి బేసికలీ అంపశయ్య మీద, అంటే ఆన్ ద డెత్ బెడ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ థింగ్. వీ డోంట్ ఈవెన్ నో. ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ మనల్ని ఎంత లైక్ అగైన్ ఇన్ ద అర్బన్ అండ్ రూరల్ డివైడ్, వాట్ దే ఆర్ సేయింగ్ దట్ ఇన్ ద రూరల్ ఏరియాస్ స్టిల్ వీ కుడ్ రివైవ్ ఇట్. అర్బన్ ఏరియాస్ లో ఎవరికి టైం ఉండదు కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి దట్ ఈజీ టు డూ. సో వీ హ్యావ్ గాన్ త్రూ దిస్ హోల్ సైకిల్ విత్ డాక్టర్ శశికుమార్ ఫర్ 20 years. లాస్ట్ 5 years వదిలేస్తే అంతకు ముందు 15-20 years we have gone through. We have traveled extensively. We have found out. ఇప్పుడు సో ఫైనల్ గా what we came to the kind of a conclusion was that ఇప్పుడు we were still in the same system what has been given by the British time లో ఒక రూల్ ఉండేది, సెంట్రలైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆర్కైవల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అండ్ డిసెమినేషన్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ యూస్, no knowledge, period. They vacuumed the entire knowledge sources, they have centralized it, and whatever trickled down from there is basically zero. Nothing has come out except to control us. The same system is coming out. I mean, we don't have a central repository of the knowledge. I mean, we say that we have a Veda Vidya Pratishthan, we have the Rashtriya Sanskrit Parishad. Of course, they are doing an excellent job as far as the linguistic analysis is concerned. And another major problem అనుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఇంతవరకు వేద సాహిత్యం మీద వచ్చిన ఏ కామెంటరీ అయినా సరే అది లిటరల్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ మాత్రమే. అంటే భాషకు వాడు తెలుగులోకి అనువదించడము లేక లింగ్విస్టిక్ డివిజన్ లో ఉన్న దాన్ని తీసుకురావడమే తప్ప యాక్చువల్ గా వాట్ వేద ఈజ్ స్పీకింగ్ అనేది నోబడి నోస్. Nobody ever know whether it is Dayananda or anybody except ఒక అరవింద మహర్షి రాసిన, he didn't write much, he just wrote only on Savitri. అది ఒక్కటే ఒక magnum opus, because that comes from a different line. లేదంటే విష్ణు సూరి అనే అతను, he wrote a commentary to the Rudradhyaya in 1820. That was a remarkable original piece of how it could be done. Adi prior to the British came. So what is there in the Veda? How to understand? ఆ లిటరల్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ నుంచి మనం బయటికి రాలేకపోతున్నాం. సో ఏమవుతుందంటే, ఈ విజ్ఞానం ఏదైతే కులవృత్తుల్లో ఉందో అది ఏదన్నా ఉండే అది చేపలు పట్టడం మొదలుకొని ఈవెన్ ఫిషరీస్ టు లెదర్ మేకింగ్, షూ మేకింగ్, టు స్కిన్నింగ్ అన్ యానిమల్, టు ఇప్పుడు ఆమె చెప్పినట్లు కమ్మరి కుమ్మరి, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ టేక్, ది సైన్స్ ఇన్ ఇట్ వీ డోంట్ నో. And tomorrow the same thing will be taught to us as an invention from the West. See, that is the problem. So ఈ సోర్సెస్ ఈ ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఈ నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంది, ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఈ టెంపుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి, మనకు తెలిసిన టెంపుల్స్. ఇప్పుడు we give a list that 30,000 temples are destroyed by the foreign invasions, either Mughals or others. But well, where is the list of them? We don't know. That's a question. We are giving a number, but where is the list of all the temples, state-wise or nation-wide? We have no idea. Atlage, how many temples survived and where they are and how they were built, in what state they are, we don't know. How much of the knowledge in terms of medicine and agriculture we have region-wise, we don't know. So the problem is that there is so much there, and at every region low, every geographical area low, we feel that there is a major problem here, we have to tackle it. But national level lo దీన్ని కోఆర్డినేట్ చేయడం అనేది it looks quite very daunting task, because first is మనము regionally, linguistically మనం segregate అయి ఉన్నాం. So it's very difficult for us to communicate with the guy who is sitting in the next state unless you can speak with him either in English, and luckily if you can speak Hindi, you have to speak Hindi. So everybody should learn at least 3 languages to communicate with what India has or what we have in India. That is the major issue. We cannot even communicate with each other. So that's one. So with taking all this into consideration, we have done, of course, I can speak 3 languages very fluently. No problem. I cannot speak all the languages. And then most of the things which we think that what India represents comes from those kind of sources. So we have to collect everything. See, till now we were told about Kashmir that there is an insurgency, and if you any internet source you go to Kashmir, it tells you that its history starts with 14th century. That's it, done. Prior to that, what was there in Kashmir, nobody knows. But Kashmir is the center of our learning. So there is a lot of gap. Information we are not having. We don't have anything about what the country has. So if we don't know what we have, it will be very difficult to defend what we have. Whether it is the Vijnana of the Kulavrittis, it could be mapped one-to-one with the modern sciences. From each and every community tradition, each and every Kulavritti could be mapped to a very advanced material sciences. That is the beauty of it. When they converted the Gnana into Vijnana and made it into Prajnana, which is the Veda, 3 parts of it, it became part of your DNA, part of your family DNA, where you will be able to transmit the knowledge. But we are going to lose it pretty soon. Very soon, maybe in the next 20 years, the whole thing will be wiped out, unless we collect it and preserve it at some point of time. So, with Shashi Kumar, we gave so many lectures to so many different people. So we only felt that, so many people have a lot of concern. They wanted to do things. Like example, Shiva Shakti and we wanted to stop the conversions. But the point is, to stop the conversions, you need to know what Christianity is. None of them know. Or technically, how they come, what's the background, how it's going to work. It's very difficult to know. So there are 2 things. We should know about ourselves and we should know about our enemy. There are 2 issues here. If you don't know your enemy, if you know about only yourself, you will win 1 battle. In the next battle, you are lost. But if you know your enemy and if you don't know about you, you can win a war. But you will not lost. But if you know about yourself as well as your enemy thoroughly, then it doesn't matter. Whenever there is a war, you will win. Mana problem entante, we don't know about ourselves. That is a state that we were brought. We were brought to a point where we cannot know ourselves, we don't know ourselves, it's very difficult to know ourselves, leave alone the enemy. So this is the crucial problem. I mean, we are in a state of war, not 1,000 years before, not 300 years before, probably today and probably another next 20, 30 years till we survive. So the only way that first thing that we have to know is that we need to know what we are. To know what we are, we have to bring all the information in all the regional languages, in all other places to one source, including the knowledge about how we came to this state of not knowing. Then it has to be disseminated thoroughly into every regional language. మనం ఒక్క ఇంగ్లీష్లోనో లేక ఒక్క రీజనల్ లాంగ్వేజ్లోనో మాట్లాడితే దట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ విల్ నాట్ స్ప్రెడ్. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు గో త్రూ, ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు బి స్ప్రెడ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ వై after speaking to Shashi Kumar, after when I came back, I was in India with him, when I spoke to him, we finally decided only one thing. We have to set up one center where we can vacuum all the knowledge from each and every regional language and bring it to one source, and then redo it and send it back to all regional languages. It is about what we are doing, what we are not doing. It has to be a national platform. See, the reason why Shankara has created 5 learning centers, he never created learning centers for not want of it. As an example, he has shown that at that time also there were universities. At that time also there were so many colleges, schools all across, and Ved Pathshalas everywhere in India. But why did he specifically set up 4? Because that is where he realized that unless you have one center where you pull all the knowledge and disseminate, it is not going to go anywhere. You cannot preserve it. At least 4, one as a backup for the other. Probably we don't know whether we'll be able to do that or not, but given the level of technology that we have, given the level of technology in terms of translation abilities and everything we have, we could definitely set up a kind of a center which looks things in a scientific perspective. For example, I'll tell you, we were talking about the Kumbari Vritti, like the people who do with the melting of the iron and stuff like that. I just spoke about this one also. There was an Ashoka pillar in Delhi, near Delhi. It's an iron pillar. It is casted around 2,200 years ago, because Ashoka has set up that one and there is a lion on the top of it. That pillar even today is not rusted. Not only that, many sun temples, including Konark, has iron beams to support the structural weight of the temple. They have not rusted for last 1,600 years, not a single day. Of course, we can say Konark on the beams may be inside the temple, so they may not rusted, but the Ashoka pillar is outside in the whole weather. So summer, winter, rainy season, for 2,200 years, not a single spot of rust on it. How did they melted it, smelted it? With the entire knowledge in the metallurgy, in the science of iron, metallurgical science, nobody ever even found out how they have made it. But that is a kulavrutti. వాడు ఇనుము కొట్టేవాడుగా అది వాడి కులవృత్తి. బట్ ఆ రోజుల్లో దే ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు స్మెల్ట్ ఇట్. టుడే వై ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ మెల్టింగ్ అనడానికి, ఇట్ టుక్ 10 years from an IIT student from Kanpur. His name is Balasubramanian. He spent 10 years of life completely dedicated only to understand why this pillar is not rusted, and then he has produced a master paper on the smelting. And he said iron lo unna prati molecule chuttu kuda phosphorus coating undi. Phosphorus coating is so thin that you cannot even see it unless under the spectroscopy you won't be revealed it. And because of that, it withstood the pattern. So there is a tremendous amount of science in smelting one pillar.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. That's the reason why I was telling, ఇది వంశపారంపర్యంగా వస్తే they know the techniques automatically from their ancestors and it will improve like anything. అది మనం we should catch that point. ఇప్పుడు to find out, it took 10 years for the research, for the student to research on it and find out.
He was a professor in metallurgical chemistry. I mean,
yes, sir.
He took a special time on that. So
yes,
basically, that is only one thing. But
over generations, that is the advantage అంటున్నాను సార్ నేను అది.
Right. They have sent they asked even the Tata Steel whether they will be able to replicate this kind of an iron. And the Tata Steel has said, given the current level of technology in the world, nobody in the world can replicate this kind of an iron. Now, imagine if you use that kind of an iron in the bridges here in India, they will last for 300 years or 1,000 years. You don't need to build a bridge. So, what it is the Gnana and Vijnana exists in each and everything. And there are many scientists also working on various things, either archaeologically or somewhere else, to find out what it is. But most of it is either in the regional languages and there is no central source for it. So, What we have decided was that we will go and establish a central source and repository of the knowledge, irrespective of from where it comes. The entire Kulavrutti knowledge, Kulachara's knowledge, everything will be first vacuumed into that, and then it should be disseminated. Centralized information, decentralized horizontal dissemination. It has to go into every regional language. If it is needed to be for the community heads, it should go to the community leaders. If it is needed to be the people who are working voluntarily, they should go. So all should see at one source where they can pull out the knowledge. This is what our idea is. That's why we don't, eventually if we want, we could set up a school, we could set up a college, we could set up like an occasional kind of a training centers, but that's not the first thing that we are worried about. First thing we are worried about is get all these sources into one information. And even if you want to teach what is the science behind the Kulavrittis, it could be taught informally after 10th or before that. I mean, if they want to learn, we could create online classes. I mean, everything could be done now with a clear thing, but we need to have the whole information, and probably we should set up the online course structure also onto this. So what we are looking is, we wanted to set up a center kind of a, and that also we wanted to call it only Bharatavarsha. That's it, Bharatavarsha, Grand Lotus, whatever that is. It should be only not confining to the current India, but it has to expand, because so many places they found temples and architecture which is absolutely a copy of what we are having it. So we want to vacuum all of that into one source and disseminate into the regional languages. That is one of the things. And second is that we thought that probably in the age of internet and technology, we are planning to set up a Bharatavarsha TV YouTube channel where we wanted to upload one after the other on one aspect after another, including what Vedas are and what was there in it, what was found in it, what we don't find in it, what we know, what we don't know about it, everything, whatever we were able to understand, we wanted to put it on the Bharatavarsha TV, including like whatever they found in the Ashoka Pillar, everything. I mean, everything and anything that existed in India, we wanted to put it back on a YouTube channel. How long it goes, we don't know. So we have also taken a .com. So .com needs quite a bit of storage space and expenses and dissemination process. But anyway, we have time for that. So these are the two things that we took. That is why when Prabhakarji asked to give a series of lectures, I told that I'll divide it into a 12-part thing, starting from what we have, what we don't have, how the temples are constructed, how the temples are not constructed, or what is the knowledge sources that they found in the Kulavrittis or the monuments they have created. I mean, all of this has to come out. And ఇప్పుడు మీరు కుమ్మరి అన్నారు, కుమ్మరి వాళ్ళు చేసే కుండల్లో, there is a process in Afghanistan where you could preserve your grapes. If you cut them in December, it will be very cold. Usually they will ద్రాక్ష క్రాప్ అనేది ఆఫ్ఘనిస్తాన్లో అక్టోబర్లో అయిపోతే వాళ్ళు దాన్ని నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ వరకు ప్రిజర్వ్ చేయాలి. దే ప్రిజర్వ్ ఇన్ ఎ స్పెషలీ మేడ్ పాట్స్. ఆ పాట్స్లో ప్రిజర్వ్ చేస్తారు. అంటే 7 months ఉంటుంది. అబ్సల్యూట్ ఫ్రెష్నెస్, యూ కెనాట్ కట్ ఇట్ అవుట్. So where is that knowledge? I mean, why do you need a fridge? I mean, of course, we are not saying that we should not use fridges. But then this has to be preserved. So our only twin objectives right now is that we wanted to share what we know to as many groups, as many people are there, and if they need any data on anything, especially if it is on a scientific basis, we should be able to provide. That is the reason why we wanted to set up this a kind of a national learning center where we wanted to put everything. And the second one is the Bharatavarsha TV, which probably in another 1 or 2 months we will be able to put it online, at least 70 hours of the video recordings with the proper links and data on that one. We are working on it. So that's all I wanted to say. Dr. Shishkumar, if you want to add anything, you can add.
So you are proposing now, what I understand now, is proposing a center for all language knowledge pull-up and unification of the knowledge into a single source. That's what an institute you want to develop, right?
Right.
So what is the project? Can you make a project report for that?
Yeah, we do. We can make it and we can put it. And then the one is we want to make a center, and
Second one, what you told is that you make
dissemination. dissemination in multi languages. So we are trying to launch the YouTube channel.
That is TV channel you wanted again, media.
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel. First, we want to set up a
YouTube
YouTube
channel.
channel.
So what is the project? What is the project your cost and how much? What is the project report for that?
Yeah, we will get you. That is our idea. So we can get the whole thing up there to you. And
I
that
don't know
will
whether our
be
researchers will be able to
all the
pull up
regional
the researchers. We'll see.
we have.
We'll see to that.
Yeah.
Let
We
us,
have.
let us go work on that issue.
Right.
TPS, can you add that please? TPS.
I think
TPS please.
I think Srinivas has put it in a holistic way, but everyone in this world, we keep telling that I will put all the resources in one place. Multiple people keep doing. So I think everybody should do it. This is also another effort. That's number one.
Right.
Second one, maybe most of the speakers I found, they talk about the regional, local problems, territorially around me, what's happening.
Yes.
Maybe our idea or what we kept discussing is, we always operate with the local leaders locally, but we have a great universal and a strategic view. I understand people know what is strategic. It's a long-term view. We don't talk about small problems and then start solving small problems. That's what Srinivas talked about.
Yes.
Do you know what and when we will win a war continuously? Not being happy
I got the
today.
point.
How do we become happy for a longer time? That is moksha, right? So that is where we thought we will have the Lotus brand. So it's actually a national development research group with a universal strategy. I think we had earlier also, we launched a university setup, we worked with the university plan, we had an office in Banjara Hills. Probably I invested whatever I have after my pension on these. We have gone through many steps. We found that we had a lot of failures. It's not that, what we are talking is 10 years, 12 years cycle now. It's almost like that. But ultimately what we thought is, we need to have a supermarket for all the art and science forms of India. And that will be like a smart Shiksha program is what we planned. So we need good food science, health science, art science. I have probably given series of scientific heritage of India lectures. Many of them are there. So it's already there in YouTube. Many of them are there. Propagation happens. We want probably good youth groups every day. Yesterday there was from Bharampur, from Orissa, there was a group ready. There are a lot of tribal people, close to tribal activities, NGOs working. Most of the Gulf countries, probably we have got people who are volunteers. Now I think it's the right time for us to set up, because there will be people who are representing whole India at least at a random spectrum we will have. I think we will soon will have in place.
I got the point. As soon as Srinivas told, I could understand that. That's why I asked a project report. So that to estimate what is our capacity, what is the requirement, and what is our capacity. So these are things to be done. No, unless we make a project report, unless we make a plan, unless we make what are you getting out of it, how much time it takes, and what is the result we are getting it, how long it takes to make a result, whether it is more successful or not, all India based it be done, or that's all to be viewed into it. It's not just a small job he is talking about. As you said, it is a overall way of working on this. It's not just a ground level working of 1 point, this point, one like I agree with that definitely. So, for that a conceived effort is required, and it's not just jump into it and get into a closer up sometime. We cannot do that. We have to plan it properly and see our strength, and then whether we assess ourselves, yes, we can go ahead and we can make it established. Then we have to start spending on that. So for that purpose, We have to work a very systematic way, meticulous and systematic way we have to work. So for that purpose, work to be started now. So that is a long range project. That is one way. So anything else?
Yeah, that is it. I mean, that is what our vision is. I mean, I just want to tell that, you know, it will take, as you said, how much time it takes, we don't know. It may take our lifetimes. But, you know, worth making a shot on the effort. We will keep on doing it. We will give you the project work, and then let's see how everything will be joining up, and we can scale it up. I mean, we can do at a level where we feel comfortable. But if we give a project report and if the help comes, we can scale it up to whatever level. Basically, it's a scale thing up and down kind of thing. Until then,
Yeah. So meanwhile, what I propose is, we can continue with educating the younger generations and more associations, more and more important people in the society to associate us, so that our project will rectify.
Right.
That is better. For that purpose, we have to speak out.
Yeah, that is why we decided
So
that.
start giving lectures. Start giving
Yeah.
lectures. We'll speak out and make the people understand the importance of it, and let them come forward to associate us.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
So let us do that. Let us go ahead with that work.
No,
Yeah,
what we need is, no, I'll come straight. What we need is not a project proposal and report and papers and discussions. We need a physical facility where people are ready to support physical facility. Nothing else we are asking. And those who can gather people, get in line, we will be there to educate them.
Right.
That is what we have been doing. That is what we will continue to do. Unless there are people with the physical facility come out, and there are people who are ready to gather, wherever it is available, it will happen.
Physical facility means what? Physical facility you expect from them?
We need some camp to be conducted. We need a place where people can come and gather, stay. There are people who are ready to learn. That place only we should conduct such programs. We have been.
What type of audience you are expecting?
Pardon?
What type of public you are expecting to?
It is not public. We have been doing it. I have done hundreds of such camps in different places. Assume such places people want, we can organize based on their ability, their capacity. That organizing thing and then educating them will be done from our side.
Sir, what
No,
exactly
luckily
the
I'm
education
not-
you are going to impart, sir? Sir, my doubt is, what is the education that you are going to impart? Is it vocational training, practical training, or something like Vedas or our culture, history lectures? What is that you are going to educate, sir?
I think Srisha, you should, Srisha, you are,
Whatever you want.
yeah, you should understand, Srisha, it is not two different things. Vocation doesn't go with or without theoretical knowledge. So don't distinguish and say vocation different, Veda different. You need to have a good understanding. It's all one and the same. Practical, theoretical together only works.
From the audience. What is the level of
Yeah.
audience you are expecting?
It depends on, the education is given depends on the audience. Are they ready to learn is what is required, nothing else. We are not looking for postgraduate, graduate, PhD. I am 100% sure. We are not looking for learned people. We want people who are ready to learn. First requirement of any association is whether people are ready to learn. If everybody wanted to become masters and
Learn
dictators,
what, sir?
if everybody wanted to become masters and dictators, I think they don't associate with anybody. We associate with most of the people because they are ready to learn.
Learn what, sir? My question is.
Depends on what you want to learn.
The question is,
No, whom to pull up is a question, sir. Whom to pull up?
Correct.
Whom to pull up means whoever is interested in. Suppose you said that some people wanted to learn the vocations. But if they want to learn the vocations, the theoretical perspective to be given. If they want to understand what is the depth behind it.
Nowadays, so please, one thing you should understand, sir. Nowadays, the bull is not coming to the cart. The bulls are going away.
Not true.
We have to.
No, I never felt.
The bulls to the cart first.
I never had a problem. We have sufficient students coming. They are all waiting. There are people coming ready. What we need is, do you have such a small group? We have 10 people, I will add 10 people just like that. Whichever plan which you have.
No, I got a proposal. Why not to make a courses type of thing?
That's
We'll
what-
advertise it. That will come forward.
That is
No.
what I want to make.
That is what we are saying you, but setting up
You
of the
categorize,
national-
you categorize the people.
It's already there. I will give you. We have the blog already. I'll share you that. That doesn't help.
Yes, sir.
What-
Please share.
No, but
Please share.
I will share with somebody who has got a one requirement from your end. You tell me. Do you have 5
If
people?
the person is a college. See, once ago I told you, Sirisha is head of the department of.
Hey, Prabhagar ji, I had spent sufficient time with Srisha. We had a discussion. She is talking as if I am not unknown person to her. I had a discussion. We know from 10 minutes if somebody discuss with us, we know. I know that
What we
people
have
have
to know.
capacity. That's what I'm saying. So what is required is, see,
You make us understand what is to be done.
yeah, that is what I said. Do you have? See, Srisha is an active lady. You only just now said she is a very active lady. She must have. She said she has group of people. So what they wanted to know? Do you have 5 to 10 people with a little bit of interest in learning something? Gather them. Now don't ask what is that you are going to teach. Give the syllabus.
Yes, sir.
Then I will tell. There has to be some interest.
That is
See, when you feel hungry, you go to a shop. Then I will tell you the menu. Why do you want me the menu to be shown to people who don't even feel hungry? And other, just then, Prabhakarji says that there are no people who wanted to learn this. It's actually contradicting.
I'm not saying not having. They don't know what they want to do.
No, just now, see, I am only telling.
They're clueless.
I am only-
They're clueless. That's what I'm saying.
I am only telling just now only sometime back. Just now, sometime back, Srisha said she has got a list of people ready. That's only what I said. Yeah,
Yeah, that she has got a ready list.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It is
So-
there.
Because she is in the school. Because she is in the college.
Prabhakarji, she is only in a polytechnic working as a teacher, and she has got a group of children. 100% sure she is into active social activity. She knows a lot of people. She knows what is requirement also.
Yeah, like that we should have people now.
That is only what I said. So you have territorially local people who knows what is that required. Let us find out all that group, put them into different places. We will start organizing them so that we have a universal view. What we give is not solving small problems in the patchway. We will give you a universal view so that the theoretical knowledge is also given.
Sir, listen,
So
sir.
not-
Unless
not-
we say, sir, I tell you, unless we are clear of what we are going to teach, people will not come to us, sir.
No, that is what we are saying.
Probably we have to-
Let me-
probably we have to-
If you can say this
No,
is
we are
what
already tired now.
then
We
people
will
will
have to-
immediately, people will reach us.
University, TPS,
will reach
and
us.
Sirisha,
Yes,
please
sir.
hold on.
Let me tell you one
Please
thing.
hold on,
that
please hold on.
we will- No, I understood what Sirisha Garu is saying. That is why we are saying that we will set up a source where we can pool information into a learning center, make courses, give it to the students, or start the schools ourselves, and overall to propagate the prasarana and pracharam, we wanted to set up the TV channel. That is what I am very clear about it. Of course, what you are going to teach is most important, but what you teach will differ in terms of levels, even in the particular subject matter, starting from a...
Yeah, I am not going to make a syllabus without knowing.
So definitely that is what our whole objective is.
Yeah.
Bring
Can be
everything
tailor-made.
one source and disseminate.
That can be
And-
tailor-made. You
Can
don't
be
need to do
tailor-made.
the syllabus today
Yes,
itself.
sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
tailor-made only.
It can be tailor-made, but we
Right.
need to give the options, number of options. You can say you can give 50 options. It's okay.
See, Srisha, we are not running.
That is why
We are not running academic institution in a government style. We are not running college. We are not doing diploma course. We are not running certificate programs. We are giving education knowledge which can be practically used.
If that can be tailored into your certification courses to be recognized, that could be done. It is not.
That will be a later part of it.
Right. What exactly is need of the hour? If people in the areas where they felt the need, if they can tell us, we could tailor made to that. If not, we will have a general thing from which you can cut and paste to any requirement, any level, at any point of time. So that is how we wanted to set up the learning center and the education process in multiple languages. Even the TV also that we are going to promote, we are one shot getting it into 5 or 6 languages like Gujarati, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Malayalam. All we are going to go at one shot. Maybe in the next 2 months we'll come up with it. It's a YouTube channel, but it will be more informative. Like it will give you the total nationwide board's perspective, and the knowledge could be tailor-made for any kind of a cut and paste job that a particular area, locality, group, or an institution requires. That could be done. That is what the purpose of setting up this learning center. I don't want to call it any university or anything. A learning center or the TV channel is. That's all.
And understand Vedas became more and great and great knowledge treasure because of Upanishads. So it is not the masters generate the documents, it's the students who generate documents.
Right. By questioning of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the students have to come up with.
You search for the student now.
Yeah. So that is why we need those people who are ready to establish. They have to establish their own system. So we need people with Upanishad activity, but not Vedic activity. When you understand Vedic knowledge, don't even talk about Upanishad, it is not good. So what is required is we need disciples, people who are ready to learn. That's why I said ready to learn. And they document it based on their level, based on their interests. It could be Rigvedic Upanishad or Yajurvedic or Samavedic, it depends on which branch they want to select as their activity. So both the theoretical, vocational, practical, general knowledge, everything will happen. Yeah.
For example, we have Chandragiri College in Neredpet, 150 students are there, Vedic students. Are they useful to us?
I don't know. We will have to go and see.
So then how do I select them?
Yeah, we will have to
And
go
how
and
do I-
see. We will have to go and see what do they want. You know?
Please see that Sriram Ganapati is there. Please talk to him. They got about 125 students are there, Vedic students. Whether they will be receptive to your knowledge, to your thing, please find out. That is a good area.
We'll do that.
Like that, our Paripurana Swami is there. He is having about 9 to 10 Vedic Parsalas all over India. Please be in touch with him, whether he will be able to take your idea. And like that, another man is coming, Karthikeyan from Chennai. He is giving online courses also. He is having half a dozen Vedic Parsalas in Kerala and Tamil Nadu and all those things. You can be in touch with him also. I will give these numbers to you. Please talk to them whether you can sell your idea there. And whether he will be able to spare his students to us. Whether they will be needing your knowledge.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Other way.
We'll do that.
Other way. So that is one of those things I can guide you on that issue. I will send the numbers to you.
Sure. Yeah.
Or the people are. Paripurnanda, you know, he was coming to the meetings. Even the other man is also that.
Karthikeya also I know. We have.
Karthikeyan also has come once or twice. So you can be in touch with them. They have gone Veda Parsalas under them. And then one more Veda Parsala is there in Jahirabad. Sisha may be knowing. Big Parsala, about 100 people will be there. So like that, big Parsalas are there.
Yes, sir.
So you have to go and tell them that this is the thing I want to teach them. Will you spare your people for an hour or 2 a week? We have to reach them. Okay, we'll keep it that for that again for the further discussion. It's not a just one day, one time discussion job. It's a big job. We'll discuss again on this topic. We'll leave it here. That one.
So thank you.
Okay, I just want to add that before I left India, I have spoken to at least 100 Vedic Parshalas in Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Andhra Pradesh also. I went and talked to them. I know the difficulty or the resourcefulness of each of the. I mean, that is why I told you I will give you the next 10 lectures that will explain at least
That's what I'm
what
saying.
kind of a situation we are. At least if you can
You
understand.
don't have English knowledge. You don't have the
No.
Sanskrit knowledge.
The question is not about.
అజయ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ కాలేజ్ కంటే కూడా టైం ఉంటుంది సార్ వాళ్ళకి.
I am not at all worried about English knowledge. I am not about.
చాలా ఉంటుందండి వాళ్ళకి.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు మనం ఒకటి ఒక్కటి అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకోవాలండి, వేద పాఠశాలల్లో చదివే వాళ్ళకి ఇంగ్లీష్ నాలెడ్జ్ లేదు అంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ నాలెడ్జ్ లో ఉన్న సైంటిస్టులు ఎవరికి కూడా సంస్కృతం నాలెడ్జ్ లేదు. కాబట్టి వాడి సైన్స్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఆఫ్ ఎనీ యూస్. వీ కెనాట్ కంపేర్ లైక్ దాట్. వాళ్ళకు నాలెడ్జ్, వాళ్ళ భాషా విజ్ఞానం ఇస్ నాట్ ఎ క్వశ్చన్. దట్ ఈస్ వై మై మెయిన్ పాయింట్ ఇస్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రీజనలైజ్ ది డిసెమినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. అది ఏ భాషలో ఉన్నా regionalization of the dissemination of information is more important, and if the knowledge is there in any language, whether it is Sanskrit or everything, it should be brought into one source. From there the dissemination should start. I am not blaming it. I am not blaming anybody. What people don't have, you cannot do anything. What people have, what it could be done. See, because that's why when you asked me to talk, I said I'll divide it into 10 parts and tell. So at least by the time I finish the 10th part, we will have an overall understanding of at what kind of a situation we are, and from there how we can come out. I mean, that's all the purpose is. It's not a question of the blame game that I can do, you cannot do, they cannot do. What are their limitations? Of course there are limitations. I mean, the situation of the Veda Pathshalas, maybe out of 30,000 Veda Pathshalas in country, maybe 300 may be running very good, but rest are all them. If you go and look at them, you will just cry at them. I mean, that's how the situation is. It's not that they are better than or somebody else is better. Same thing with the science education in India too. It's a joke at some times. At some places it's very good. So our thing is that there is a collective responsibility. Collectively we all descended into this kind of a situation. So how to get out of it is the first thing. To get out of it, at least we need to know where we are stuck. So that is the effort that we wanted to do through this learning center or sharing of the information. Once you have all the knowledge, it will tailor-made to anything. As you said, we will discuss further on this one. It's quite late for me.
But Srini, what happens is you have given an intro lecture of 2 hours. If people have not come out with the questions, your 10 lectures also will not make any questions in them. So they are not going to be the people. See, there are a lot of people who will receive anything is given. They will just keep it in a corner. I am 100% sure unless the quest is generated, the first dose is given, it is to generate the quest. If that is not there, people always look for, okay, you give 10 lectures, conduct an examination, make everybody pass, give a certificate. That has become, that is where our knowledge sharing has become totally that sort of a structure. Instead of that, we need people who come and ask you, I want to know this from you. How many people contact you for this purpose? Otherwise, what is the purpose of giving this? I feel it's only when otherwise all these informations you can record it and then put it onto YouTube. They can listen to at their own pace, right? This is a place where we have some questions to be asked. And it is not that I am running a marketing business people and then ask, how many quota you want, I will give you that. Okay, do you want petrol to be filled, this much money I will give you. I don't think we run such activities. It is to know that what is that you really require to learn. Do we have such people who really have questions? If quest is not generated with a spark,
Sir, the present
No, but that is true. But that is true. But at least but in the given situation, at least they should know what is there to learn. Even that is absent now. That is the problem. So at least we have to give a perimeter of the point. See, what happened is we have reached a stage. We don't even know what is there to learn. I mean, what is knowledge? That thing. I mean, we are so. We brought down to a level of an intellectual
The situation is so bad.
Situation is so pathetic
To
that
ask a question.
even if you ask the Vedic scholars how many Veda Shakas are there, I doubt how many people will say that incorrectly that these are the Shaka Vangmaya or how much is that.
One more session I give you, sir.
We brought down to such a pathetic level. So first of all, we have to tell them what is the knowledge you are losing. Then they can say, okay, I learned this, fine. But even to do that, that is why we are saying that even to do that, we need to set up a national center of learning from where at least we can pool all this and keep it. So if you look at it, you know, okay, this much we have. Let me learn this, okay, fine, you can learn it. And then again, the problem comes in the regional base. That's why regionalize the education, centralize the knowledge, and that's why the situation is so pathetic.
Srinivas, please wait. Srinivas, so now I give two more sources to you. One is the Penna, Madhusudan Penna, who has given lecture to us. He is Sanskrit College Dean. That is a good source. Lot of Sanskrit pandits are there, school students are there. Let us see, let us sell our idea there, whether they will be interested to question us.
The point is,
Similarly, we can go to the Muralidhar Sharma at TTD, Rashtriya Sanskrit Sansthan. We will sell our idea there. He may be able to take his pay, give his students to us to transfer our idea to them.
Okay, అది ఎలా
One more
ఉంటుంది
thing, one more aspect what you should see here is whether you are looking this as a commercial angle or you are acting as a social service angle. That is also another important point to be considered.
See, nobody is looking this one as a commercial angle. That is number one. Number two is because it is not seen from the perspective of the commercial angle only. Till now, we have not taken money from anything for anything, and we spent whatever we had on that. Even now, we are willing to spend whatever we can. But only thing is, scale up cheyali ante. If everybody helps, it will be scaled up. If not, we will do it in the next 20 years. No issue on that. To find out, it took 50 years. To do it, it will take another 20 years. So, commercial angle అనేది కాదు. రెండో ఇష్యూ ఏంటంటే there are రాష్ట్రీయ వైద్య సంస్కృత ప్రతిష్టాన్ కానీ లేకుండా ఉంటే ఓరియంటల్ కాలేజెస్ కానీ I mean, if you look at them, they will still teach this same syllabus, literature, కొంచెం కావ్యం, కొంచెం అలంకారం, కొంచెం కౌమది. But where is the science of the Vedas? If you think that Vedas are science, where is the science of the Vedas? Even they don't even teach the Agamas. So if you see, I can speak English excellently, but because I speak English excellently, I cannot go and talk to your physics department and say that I am speaking English. Can I make sense to you? It doesn't make. But where is the science that existed? The Gnana portion of the Veda. Where is it?
Hear me. Please hear me. That Madhusudan Penna or a Muralidhar Sharma at TTD, they are the policy makers for their university. If you give your idea to them, probably they may put it in practice.
Right, correct. Even for us to give the idea, we needed to know how much we are losing. So it took like 50 years to figure out what is the extent of the knowledge that existed and we have lost. So now we will put them into a perspective. Right now we started composing, we put them into perspective. We give the lectures, and if they take it, wanted to introduce it, you have to redo the whole of the education system if you want to do it. It is not that at one level you can introduce. I mean, you cannot introduce it at the highest level. It has to start from the beginning. That will bring back to your original question that should you start the Sanskrit-based education everywhere? Yes, but at what level, in what context, in what issue it has to be started. See, a person who is in the Sanskrit University doing MA Sanskrit, I cannot introduce him directly the quantum mechanics and quantum disambiguation and how you calculate the planetary mechanics to release a missile. That mathematical portion is missing. And that mathematical portion, even if they learn it, they are learning it from the Western perspective. Or can you resurrect the entire mathematics of the Leelavati, Bhaskara, Aryabhatta? Because if you go to Surya Siddhanta precisely calculated the diameter of every planet. Every planet. Surya Siddhanta is dated back to 11,000 years. 11,000 years is a tentative date of because the question is this. At that time, they were able to calculate everything. The science was also in Sanskrit. But what we have lost is the scientific text of the Sanskrit is gone. Whatever we have is the 5% of the literature text. That is what everybody is repeating. Now, you cannot understand, even if you make a policy in the Rashtriya Sanskrit Vidya Pratishthan, they cannot calculate the diameter of a planet. Is it necessary or not? I am not questioning it. What I am saying is what we have missed it. And Surya Siddhanta's calculation of the diameter of sun, moon, mercury, everything is absolutely correct. How did they do that? There are no planetariums, there are no satellites, there are no observatories. What they had to do that? Can we resurrect that math? That that requires a tremendous amount of a lifetime dedication to do the mathematics. Whether you do it in English, Kannada, Telugu, Sanskrit, Hindi, doesn't matter. But the portion of the mathematical knowledge is gone. The resurrection of that can start only when you start from grade 1. So I do accept it, but there are Oriental schools. At least there may be 1,000 Oriental schools all across India. But see, if you want to change it, it has to be changed at a totally different levels. But before that, before we make any attempt to meet these people, talk to them, first of all, we need to have an idea of what we have lost, what we'll be losing. And then the question of the reception comes. And then there are other issues also to address, like various different levels, temples, then, the conversions, then people losing collaboratives. It's all part of the same knowledge spectrum that we are seeing. If you want to defend it, you defend the whole thing. If you don't want it, you don't defend anything. That's the thing, because each is dependent on the other. It is so wonderfully made dependent on each other so that it won't destroy. If you destroy books, it was there in Kulavurtis. If you destroy Kulavurtis, it is there in somewhere else, in the temple construction. If you destroy temples, it is still preserved somewhere else. So they have created such a multiple backups. So what we have to see is that whatever is destroyed is fine, but where are the backups? Can we pool all of them to resurrect the entire knowledge into one piece and then disseminate into the regional languages so that everybody, whatever according to their interest and then can pick it up. That's all the thing is. So, sorry for interrupting.
Okay, I got your point. To some extent, but still a lot of things to be understood, how to put in practice. That's what still I'm lost. So how to put the ideas in practice, still I'm lost. So this is still to be discussed and understood.
No, that is where I said
That is why
we need leaders operating territorially with universal strategy. That is what Lotus is. Leaders operating territorially with universal strategy. That is what our Lotus is.
I understand. I took your leaders. You are the person who are doing it. What I should do, tell me. You tell me what I should do.
Yeah, we will take up what is that you focus. We need to have different focus groups at different regional levels. Everybody cannot learn everything. Everybody cannot travel everywhere. So we will have to make different centers at different places focused for their art forms, their science, their pottery making, their blacksmith, their goldsmith, different level at different places. Identify small groups and then make some samples so that we can say, yeah, they know in and out of everything here. But everything together is connected. So they are all angas. They are all different angas for the whole body of India. That's what we plan to do.
Is it possible for us to do it?
We will. We have.
How do you expect? Give me just some tips to do it.
We are traveling. We don't stay somewhere. We will have to travel across different places, make groups, talk to them, arrange different camp in different places. In 3 years, maybe more than 60-70 camps with all the youth. No old people, no young people. All youth people from 18 to 30 participated. We had a lot of such activities happened. They're all for concerns. People have concern now. And those concern will be converted, the concern will be converted into actions. Yeah, concerns will be converted into, yeah, concerns will be converted into actions. Yes.
We have to, what we have to do at present is to connect.
Prabhakarji, you asked commercial. The problem is we have given concern to many people, they are all there. But we couldn't give them annam. So they have diverged themselves into different professions. But I am 100% sure when we want, they will come back to us.
Okay.
They are all in different places at different places. We are not able to feed them. So they are all put into different. Our volunteers, young children during the education time, they were all volunteers to us because their parents were supporting. But 10 years down the line, they have their own family. They will have to support their family. So they have all dissipated out. I am sure that concern is given to a youth. We want that concern to be put into youth so that when they become rich, either they financially will support or they will make themselves available with the time.
Okay, sir.
It is it's a long term investment.
ప్రభాకర్ గారు ఒకటేంటంటే డిఫరెంట్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ గ్రూప్స్ లైక్ whoever they are, if they are connected, we will be ready to speak so that in that areas it will be connected. Second,
Okay,
if anybody wanted to start
We'll try to make the groups. We'll try to make the groups and come back.
if anybody wanted to make a courses in the education and stuff like that, if they want any help, we'll be able to do that. We can pool the resources and we can
Some of the people are there, and let them also